Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. In this channel I'm going to be talking about finance and investing. Finding the true value of a company and knowing its financial health is crucial when buying shares. So I'm going to be showing how I evaluate them, how I find the intrinsic value, and what sites and the information I look for. So in this first video, I'm just going to go over my spreadsheets, what I have, what I use to do most of my work. Um, if you like the spreadsheet, you can just go to my Patreon and download it. The link will be down below on the description. You'll have full access to it. All you have to do is sign up. So let's begin. The first one is a dashboard. It's mainly charts, of the overall spreadsheets that I use. We have the chart right here with indexes. You have the S&P 500, you have the Nasdaq, and the VIX, which is mostly used. You can add more if you want right here. All you have to do is come here and add. Right now I only have 4 holdings because I'm starting this portfolio for the channel, so I don't have many stocks yet. Right here we have the yearly dividends from the stocks that we have. Currently it's 3 ETFs and 1 stock. The realized gains, the growth, the cost in dollar. This right here is what we paid for it in blue, and this is what we're gaining. Since I started just now, we don't have much gain. We have a little, but not much. Right now, right here, we have the buy-in versus the current price. So this is telling us what price we bought in and the current price that it's at. So we know we're positive. And this is the current value versus the intrinsic value. So the current value and the intrinsic values, you only see one because I did Pfizer. These are 3 ETFs. So the current price is below the intrinsic value. So that means we're good to buy. Next, we have the ETF dashboard right here. This is where I find the ETFs that I want to buy, like the ones I bought before, which is the Schwab's, for example. I have 3 of them. So right here, this is what I do. I have currently the top 100 ETFs. One more chart, of course, for the ETFs. Basic data and their top holdings. I like to see their top holdings. That's, to me, that's fundamental. You don't want to buy an ETF without knowing what they're holding. This is their return in the 1 month, 3 months, 1 year, and so on. I will be showing in a bit more of this. The sector weight. So basically, let me zoom in. So basically what this is it's showing the percentage they have in the sector. So in the technology services, they have 20%, about 20%. Electronic, they have 16%. Finance, 12. And we're talking about VU over here. And this right here is what country the holdings are from. So we know the United States, 96%, and only 1.65% from Ireland, which is good because you want to have mostly from the United States since it's the safest. As you can see, we can do the same thing right here as we did before. We can just change it from VU to SPY, for example. And you can change the days from 360. You can do 50 to, like, I don't know, around 5 years. You get a whole different chart, but it's nice to see that what is the current state. Basic information, you get the price, the 52-week low, 52-week high, the dividend, the yield, performance year to date, the 1 year performance, half a year performance, the beta, which I really like to know if it's volatile or not, volatility. And then we have this really nice metric right here. So what this tells us is if we want the best one in liquidity, currently it's showing SPY. But if you want, I don't know, let's say in dividends, a really high dividend, you would go for KYLD. But I don't think this is a really good one. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's currently always going down. It does have a 12% yield, but it's a falling knife. The current holdings, they're really good though. But this is just an example. You can do your own research with it. You'll see you have all these ETFs. You can just plug them in and do your own research on it. Next, we have the selection dashboard. So what I use this for is my first analysis. So let me put BF Pfizer since it was the first stock that I did, and all the data pops up automatically. I will be showing what this is for in further videos. So what I do, I plug in Pfizer and you get all the data. You get their competitors, Nordic, Merck, Johnson and Johnson, Novartis, basic company data right here. You get the price, the 52-week low, 52-week high, the beta, ROE, ROI, earnings per share, and so on. This is really good information to have. I like to see them all. And right here, what we have is the price targets from analysts from JP Morgan, from Wells Fargo's, Goldman. As you can see, their target is $60. From Fargo's, it's 50. JP Morgan, 41. So really good price targets considering the price is at 31. And this is the overall general. It's the average from all the analysts. The average price they're giving away. Next, we have market data. You can see the euro versus the US, USD versus the JAP, and the GBP, the pound versus the USD. This is just normal data if you want to have a look at it. Then you have the 5-year treasury, the 10-year treasury, and the 30-year treasury. Right here we have some commodities, the crude oil, natural gas, gold. Then you have the Dow Jones, the S&P, and this is already repetitive information from the last one, but I just put it in for the sake of the crude oil and the commodities. Over here we have the average stock market returns, the 5-year return, 10-year return, 20-year return, and 30-year return. I have this because later on in the valuation sheets, which we have right here, I will go over later, you need them for the valuation of the free cash flow. Let's just zoom in, okay. And right here, what we have is the earnings release. So this is just to know who's releasing their earnings. So we had Apple yesterday. As you can see, next week we have Birkenstock. What else we have? Oxy, which is the one I was looking at because I really like the stock. I have to do an evaluation on it because I think that's the next one that I will be looking at to buy. And then down here, let me zoom out. Down below, we just have the industry performance, just to have a general overall look at what's going on. The consumer, if they're going up or down, just to have a really good look at the trend. Let's say that the trend of the sector. So next we have the watch list. So this is where I have all the stocks that I'm currently looking. If I find a good price on them, this should actually be here. So I use this to keep track of all the stocks. And this is the same thing as before. We can just put in, let's say, Oxy up here. And as you can see, the chart changes overall, and you have all the data here. you have all these stocks, you have the days change, the percentage, the dividend, the yield, the 52-week high, low, and the 12-month return. As you can see, most of them are kind of red, but that's not a bad sign. That actually means some of them could be at a discount. Their current PE, don't know why this isn't like this. Current PE in the industry. Okay, so and you have the chart just to have a better look. This is the 12-month return, just so you know. Just to show you which ones are up, which ones are down overall in the 12 months. So next we have the valuation sheet. This might look like a lot, but it's not once you know what to do. Mostly is automatic, and it's very complete. It's very complete. You have everything that you need over here. I will be going through everything, showing examples and doing valuations on it, so people know exactly how to use it. And I have this valuation for normal valuations. I have rate valuations and bank valuations. So if you want to see JP Morgan, you want to see Bank of America, everything is on. Next, I have my target sheet. So what I do is once I find the intrinsic value and I put my targets, let's say the intrinsic value is for Pfizer right here, it's actually 39.87. Let me zoom in. So I get these targets. Let me just show. As you can see, these targets are from the percentage that I want to buy them in at a 20% discount, 30% discount, 40% discount, or 50. You choose. I currently have my price targets. It's right here. They actually pop up over here, and then I just pass them over here. I have it at 31, 27, and 23. So I know that one of my targets hit, and that's where I bought it. I bought it around $30. So if it comes down to below 27, I'll buy more shares. And if it hits 24, which would not be bad, I would buy even more. And I will be showing why I would feel comfortable buying when it was going so low. I will be showing later on because of these metrics right here. But later on, I'll just show how I do it. We have for rates and the banks. Okay, so the targets, they just pop up over here. You just pass them over here, and then once you put them in, they just go either green or red. And if they go green, it's because you're okay to buy them. If they go red, you just don't want to stay out of it for now. And then at the end, what we have is the portfolio data. So this is the last one. This is where you buy the stocks and you keep track of everything. So right here, you just, like you see, I just put Pfizer. Okay, these are my 3 ETFs and my only stock right now. So this is where I put in. I put in the shares and the buy-in price. Okay, this is the price I bought Pfizer at, 30.65. Current price is at 31.26. This is how much I paid for. I paid $4.90. I didn't want to go above $500. Later on some videos I'll show why. The market value is currently at 500, so I've gained $9.76, 2% growth, and the dividend yield at 157. The yield is 5. Dividend yield on cost 5.12. Dividend income 25. This is yearly, so you know. Okay. This is the intrinsic value. It's not the intrinsic value. Let me see what happened. Pfizer 39.87. 39.87. Okay, this is the intrinsic value. So we get the buy range. Okay, this is one more chart, and this is the industry. So right here we have the market value. So it's showing what's the percentage on it. The cost versus dollar gain. This is more chart. This is the charts that you saw on the dashboard, basically. Okay, this is the just charts that you've already seen. Then over here we have the total return. The total return is where I get most of my information. Okay, I have deposit. This is how much I put in. I haven't allocated all of it, but this is the current money I have for the portfolio. Okay, in cash reserve I put $2,000, so I have to take this away from the money that I can use. So in total I have 8,000 available to put in stocks. The current deposit balance is 5,000. Money in stocks, 2,426. Total market value, 2,480. Okay, total unrealized gains is $54. Percentage 2.23%. The realized gains is 94, which is these two stocks that I bought earlier, and I made some profit. Okay, at the beginning of the portfolio. Cash on hand 5,000. This is a side. This is money not even inside the portfolio. Okay, this is just an emergency. The total portfolio value is 10,000. Expected yearly dividends is $83. Total yield is 356, and the total portfolio dividend value plus the dividend, it's at 10,137. Okay, this is the average number that I should have in my portfolio in stocks. So I should be again 20. You can have 30 if you want. 30 is the average people have. But with $10,000 and keep everything at a balance, this is the stocks. How many stocks I should have, with a total average of 400 each. Okay. So next, I have the yearly dividends right here. Yearly dividend. It's more charts that you've seen. Yeah, these currently are all the charts you saw at the front. Okay. Then you have just notes that if you want to write some notes that so you don't forget, like you don't go over your budget or whatever you want to put. And then last but not least, I have the dividend tracker. I'm still working on it. I want to put some more stuff on it, but this just basically shows with the money you put in how much you will be gaining. Okay, I'm just going to be showing. So what this tells you is if you put a $10,000 at a principal with a contribution, let's put $1,000 a year. This is $1,000 yearly of contribution. The yield at 4%, which is not hard. The yield on cost for yearly dividend income would be $400. So every year, with $10,000 just on dividends, you would make $400. Okay. In dividends, in monthly dividends, you would get $33. You have the taxes. I put 15%, but according to your state or country, you just put what it is, what the tax rate is. So 15%, it would take you $60 off. Then this would just do the math. Everything is automatic. You don't have to change anything. You would get 10,340. The principal increase would be 300 after tax, and the new balance would be 11,640 on the first year. And then, as you can see, I put in yellow, at 10 years, your new balance would be $32,000, 33,000, let's say. So with a $10,000 at a 4% dividend yield, and let's say the stock appreciation would be 3%, which is nothing. you would be looking at a $32,000 gain overall. Okay, at 20 years you would see 82. At 30 years you would see 200. So this is a good tool to motivate you to invest. You know, see how much you would be making. All you have to do is put how much you want to start with, and the yearly contribution, $1,000. It's not much yearly. This gives you an overall look at what you could possibly be making. Okay. So I'm going to be done here for today. In the next videos, I will be doing some evaluations to show how everything works, and how to evaluate the stocks. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm sorry if I'm not very good at the videos, but this is my first video. And if you like the content, please subscribe and hit the like button. It would be much appreciated. Okay. Thank you very much, and see you next time.